Gladstone, Queensland, Australia's model 21st century industrial city for large-scale sustainable industry linked to international markets by land, sea and air. The ideal location for Boulder Steel Limited's proposed $1.4 billion Gladstone Steel Plant project. Land is readily available for significant developments and support industries. Established infrastructure delivering energy, water and transport, supported by international standard vocational training, educational facilities and access to resources and raw materials. There's strong local commitment to sustainable development and a workforce with a broad skills base. Boulder Steel Limited plans to construct a state-of-the-art, environmentally conscious steel plant located in the Aldoga precinct of the Gladstone State Development Area. The Gladstone Steel Plant project will initially produce 2.5 million tonnes of steel blooms, beam blanks and slabs per year, increasing to 5 million tonnes per annum on the completion of Stage 2 of the project. After construction, the project will create over 700 new long-term jobs and a further 540 jobs in Stage 2. That's not including the expected 500+ workforce sourced from local specialised firms for maintenance work on the plant. The proposed plant site is ideally located near essential raw materials, Gladstone's natural deep-water port and important railway infrastructure. Numerous other multinational companies have already invested in the Gladstone region, many of which will be intrinsically linked with the proposed steel plant. Gladstone is home to one of the world's largest alumina refineries, Queensland Alumina, which produces in excess of 3.7 million tonnes of alumina a year. Boyne Smelters, Australia's largest aluminium smelter, has been in operation since 1982, smelting and casting nearly 500,000 tonnes of primary metal from its 3 reduction lines. Rio Tinto Alcan's Yarwun Alumina Refinery has an annual capacity of 1.4 million tonnes of smelter-grade alumina. The plant is currently being expanded to take the production to 3.4 million tonnes per annum. Chemicals giant Orica Australia, the largest producer of sodium cyanide in Australia, also produces ammonium nitrate and chlor-alkali products from its Gladstone facility. Cement Australia's plant at Fisherman's Landing features the largest cement kiln in Australia and has a production capacity of 1.6 million tonnes. Boulder Steel and Cement Australia are discussing the potential sale of up to 1 million tonnes per annum of the Gladstone Steel Plant's granulated blast furnace slag, with the potential for significant financial and environmental benefits to both companies. The Port of Gladstone is Queensland's largest multi-commodity port and accommodates a wide range of shipping and cargo handling operations, including dry and liquid bulk loading and unloading. The GPC has the capacity to handle up to 75 million tonnes of coal per annum. The proposed Wiggins Island coal terminal will provide an additional capacity of up to 70 million tonnes per annum. GPC's Fisherman's Landing site is to be expanded with the addition of 170 hectares of land and up to 7 additional berths. The expansion will include a bulk discharge berth for 8 million tonnes per annum of iron ore, a finished products loading berth for semi-finished steel products, and a multi-user berth to ensure export of up to 5 million tonnes per annum of semi-finished steel products and handle incoming containers of refractories, ferroalloys and spare parts. A proposed 16.5 kilometre private haul road from the plant to Fisherman's Landing will allow the delivery of some raw materials and essential equipment to the plant, as well as delivery of Boulder's finished products to the wharves for exporting. The port caters comfortably for vessels of up to 220,000 deadweight tonnes. However, Boulder's current plan is to transport iron ore using ships of only up to 90,000 tonnes that can navigate safely through the Torres Strait, eliminating the need to use the longer and more difficult southern shipping routes. As a significant coal exporting centre, Gladstone is also a major operations hub for Queensland Rail. The proposed coal rail loop adjacent to the plant site will deliver up to 4 million tonnes of coal per year to the Gladstone Steel Plant project. The location of the plant not only allows for convenient access to high-quality coal, but also limestone mined in the area. It's proposed that coal will be brought to the Gladstone Steel Plant project firstly by the electrified rail loop, which will unload at Boulders Coal Dump Station, and then finally transported via a 5,500 tonne per hour coal conveyor to the plant. Gladstone has a modern regional airport with connections to Brisbane, Rockhampton, Mackay, Townsville and Cairns. With world-class industry already established in the region, there is also well-established support infrastructure that complements the proposed Gladstone Steel Plant project. The Gladstone region has a significant supply of cost-competitive electricity with a low sovereign risk. There are 3 base load power stations within a 100-kilometre radius of Gladstone. The Gladstone Steel Plant project proposed cogen power plant will produce 135 megawatts for use in the plant and will importantly export excess electricity back into Gladstone's power grid. The electricity from the cogen plant will be produced using a combination of waste gases and heat that both would historically be flared or bled off into the atmosphere. Not only does this ensure that the electricity is produced in an efficient and environmentally responsible manner for the plant, but this may make one of Gladstone Power Station's current coal-fired boilers redundant, as the total power supplied to the grid will exceed the system's demand based on current known requirements. Gladstone Area Water Board currently supplies major industry from the region's water storage facility, Awonga Dam. To augment the Lake Awonga storage, Gladstone Area Water Board has commenced planning for the proposed Gladstone Fitzroy pipeline project. There already exists within the Gladstone region a strong industry-based education and training support sector, such as TAFE Queensland, Gladstone Area Group Apprentices, the Australian Technical College and the Central Queensland University, or CQU. Representatives from CQU and Boulder Steel have discussed the short and long-term benefits of adding steel production to their current metallurgy courses. There are also ongoing discussions to have the CQU's Process Engineering and Light Metal Centre, or PELM, conduct metal sample testing as a commercial service and training for students. Gladstone's strong and increasing industry base is set against a backdrop of cultural diversity and an enjoyable outdoor lifestyle. Located in the subtropics of Queensland, Gladstone is within close proximity to national parks, beaches, the Great Barrier Reef and botanical gardens. The region also has modern, established social infrastructure, including health and childcare centres, primary and secondary schools, and sporting and community groups. The coexistence of sustainable major industry and the environment is the key to the success of this region. Gladstone's high-quality lifestyle is complemented by a community that supports sustainable and responsible development. Gladstone has been transformed over 6 decades of development with an unprecedented level of planning over the last 2 decades to ensure a modern, well-planned and very livable industrial city. All this makes Gladstone a strategic and logical choice for large-scale industrial projects. Gladstone, Queensland, Australia's model 21st century industrial city. The ideal choice for Boulder Steel Limited's Gladstone Steel Plant project.